Mayweather. I wanted to punch Floyd in his face so bad. If he gave me an opportunity tomorrow, I'd do it. Okay? How can I say no? I love.
For years, Floyd Mayweather crafted a spotless 50-0 legacy, a career built on brilliance, defense, and masterful ring IQ, but hidden beneath that perfection lies another untold story, the story of Keith Thurman. Every fighter hits a boiling point, a moment where patience burns into determination. For Thurman, this wasn't just about a fight, it was about calling out what he believed was the truth, that Mayweather was avoiding the one man who could truly test him. Even long after hanging up his gloves, the Mayweather aura still rules boxing. Icons like Manny Pacquiao and Roy Jones Jr. still entertain the thought of stepping in.
You want to fight? Come on. I mean, I ain't tripping. You ain't got to troll me. Come see me. That's who I am. I don't do talk well.
You think there's a possibility, Roy? Like, we might get this exhibition?
Ain't gonna be no exhibition. I want a real. Ain't no sense being an exhibition. What we gonna play for? We both fight for real. What we playing for? Wasn't no exhibition. We didn't make it real. Exhibition for people playing. We ain't playing.
It happened that way. It happened to me many times.
Did you want a rematch with Floyd?
I'm still active. It's up to him if he's going to fight.
You would even fight him today?
Even here.
Oh my goodness.
Even here.
Into the ring with him. Because a fight with Floyd isn't just another match, it's a global event, the legendary Mayweather payday. For years, fighters lined up, praying to be chosen for that $1 million shot. But getting chosen was always the game.
And Mayweather's used to that, you know? It looked like Mayweather was trying to scuff up the Roy Jones Jr. They were beefing online for a little bit, right? Because Roy doesn't give Floyd no credit. He says he's not the greatest ever. He might be one of the richest ever, outside of Canelo Alvarez's new contract, $400 million. But you know, Floyd might be one of the richest ever, and one of the best of maybe his generation. But you know, not everybody is sold on TBE. Not everybody is sold on the best ever. And that's the way that Floyd has always perceived himself, with great respect.
And that's where Keith Thurman's frustration began. While others chased the money, Thurman was chasing glory. He became the biggest what-if of Floyd's career, the man many believe was purposely avoided. At his peak, Thurman was a ferocious, undefeated puncher, the hardest puzzle in the division. And according to him, that's exactly why Floyd never tried to solve it. In the early 2010s, the welterweight division belonged entirely to Mayweather. He was the pay-per-view emperor, the man every fighter dreamed of dethroning. But while Floyd was raking in 9-figure paydays against
Mayweather, I wanted to punch Floyd in his face so bad. If he gave me an opportunity tomorrow, I'd do it. Okay? How can I say no? I always wanted to punch that man in the face. You know? That's actually why I never shook his hand. Never shook his hand, because my satisfaction isn't in meeting you. It's in, you know, having the fight. And after the fight, we can shake hands. After the fight, I can give Floyd all the respect. I never got the fight, never gave him any real respect. You know what I mean? I actually do respect Floyd, but face to face, I could never give him respect because he never put respect on my
Did he ever ask you, hey Keith, why you talk to me? Why you don't? Did Floyd ever approach you and ask?
Nah, we just was in the lobby one time at the Intercontinental here, and he actually walked up to me, and you know, he was cordial. He was cool and everything, but then we were just getting to talking, and it just, you know, it is what it is. You know, he had like some
pit opponents. Something dangerous was brewing in Clearwater, Florida. Keith Thurman, a fighter with concussive one-punch knockout power. Thurman was a perfect storm of speed, skill, and savage intent. He wasn't just defeating contenders, he was destroying them. By 2014, unbeaten.
You know, I've titled myself a knockout artist ever since I was 14 years old, and I was knocking out grown men with 16-ounce gloves and headgears, you know. So I tell people, ever since then, I've been dropping people like a bad habit, you know. I love being a power puncher. My first favorite fighter of all time was Mike Tyson. It was my goal to have more knockouts than Mike Tyson in my professional career. You know, it's just, you know, just little goals. Yeah, as a kid growing up. So I started off holding it down with 8 consecutive first round KOs and TKOs here at the Alucard Pavilion out of Tampa, Florida. And it took me 8 knockouts before I chose to give myself a nickname. And it was because all of those knockouts occurred in the first round, and because of the devastating power, and because of the story that my father once told me, that I chose to take upon the name Keith one time.
And confident, Thurman wasn't chasing a name, he was chasing greatness. To him, Mayweather wasn't a legend to worship.
Things y'all don't agree with that I say, I assure you, up until, and y'all know Keith got gas issues, but until that gas tank start to run on E, he's a good fight against anybody.
Come on,
You
man.
don't want to hear it.
No. If you think about Keith was the guy, man.
Yeah.
Keith just ain't fighting. That's it.
Yeah.
And I think just the rust and everything's catching up with Keith.
Yeah.
Hey, supposedly we might get Keith this year.
About before the end of the year.
You heard that's confirmed?
I mean, I talk to my boy every now and then.
Okay, shout out to Keith Thurman.
But a target to conquer. And unlike others who waited patiently for their turn, Thurman made it clear he wanted to end Floyd's flawless record. Then came the explosion that shook the entire boxing world. Thurman didn't politely request the fight, he demanded it. Throughout 2014 and 2015, he unleashed a series of fiery interviews, calling Floyd out by name. Do you want to fight? Be real, he challenged. If you're not gonna...
That's right, baby. You know, Floyd is supposed to be TBE, and I want to fight the best. I want to fight the man. You know, it ain't like Floyd's gonna knock me out. When has Floyd knocked anybody out in the past several years? Huh? So if anybody should be scared, it should be him. If anything I'm gonna get a great learning experience in my career. And to be honest, I'm looking forward to destroying Mr. Floyd Money Mayweather. I have a motto. This is my personal motto. It's called burn money. Burn money. 2015, we getting ready to burn money.
Fight me, just admit it. He wasn't begging for a check. He was demanding a war. The tension peaked when Thurman boldly said, if anyone's scared, it's him. The boxing community went wild. Here was an undefeated...
You know, I'm a young, strong champion, Floyd. Come get it. I'm undefeated like you, baby. Come take my O, baby. Come take my O. I'm ready. I'm ready. We'll go back to camp right now. We'll go right back to camp, baby. You see my six-pack? I'm going to go run laps tomorrow. It is what it is, man. Outside of Floyd, there's a lot of great champions in the welterweight division, and they know who to call. His name is Al Heyman. Call Al Heyman, baby. Thank you so much for this opportunity, and I'm looking forward to other opportunities. I beat this fighter, I could beat any fighter.
Here was an undefeated, heavy-handed champion accusing Floyd Mayweather, the supposed best ever, of ducking him. Thurman openly mocked Floyd's opponent choices, like Andre Berto, labeling them safe selections designed to avoid real danger. But that was only the surface. Beneath the public taunts was the machinery of boxing politics, quiet deals, selective matchmaking, and timing games that kept Thurman on the outside. As he kept pushing, he began revealing shocking behind-the-scenes details that supported his claim, evidence that Floyd Mayweather, the self-proclaimed TBE, may have strategically sidestepped his most dangerous challenger. So that's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our next breakdown. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments below. Stay tuned, and we'll catch you in the next one.